This month we're going to talk about eye protection. Think of an excuse you've used or maybe you've heard someone else use about wearing your eye protection. You may have heard or used something like this. They are not comfortable. They don't fit me. They are dirty. They're going to fog up. You're just going to do something real quick and don't want to stop and take the extra time to put them on. You may think some or all these excuses are good reasons for not wearing your eye protection. But is it really worth risking injury or even blindness to one or both of your eyes? Our eyes are one of our greatest assets. They give us the ability to see the world around us. If we do not protect our eyes from injury, we could easily lose that ability. So why should we be concerned with eye safety? Eye injuries of all types occur at a rate of around 2,000 a day. 10% to 20% of these injuries result in temporary or permanent vision loss. And 3 out of 5, which is about 60% of people who have eye injuries, were not wearing eye protection. The other 40% were wearing the wrong kind of eye protection. Some eye injuries occur by being an innocent bystander. You could be walking past a work area or just watching someone else do work, and that could expose you to hazards. Let's go over some different types of eye hazards. It could be contact with chemicals or misuse of tools like improper guards, poor maintenance, or poor safety habits. It could be harmful light radiation like ultraviolet, infrared, or laser, and this could be from welding or maybe a tool that has a laser on it. It could be flying objects. About 70% of eye injuries are going to be caused by flying debris or falling objects. Or it could be from particles and dust. Eye protection is also needed to protect against exposure to infectious agents in sewer treatment. When you're looking at eye protection, you need to make sure they're marked ANSI Z87 or Z87 plus somewhere. It could be on the lens or the frame. I have some examples on here that's going to show you what that's going to look like. ANSI stands for American National Standards Institute, and that's what they put on the eye protection to show you that they are certified for industrial eye protection. Z87 refers to the performance standard, and the plus symbol means they are impact rated. So if you're wearing eye protection and something hits you and it has that plus symbol on it, it shouldn't break as easily. Where if it doesn't have that plus symbol, it's going to be more likely to break. You should always use the appropriate eyewear for the job. So if you're welding, you're going to want a welding helmet, goggles, or shield with the appropriate shade filter. If you are working with chemicals, you're going to use goggles so that they seal around your eyes. If you have prescription glasses that you wear but you still need to wear eye protection, you would wear safety glasses that fit over your glasses. If you look at the picture at the bottom right corner, those are made to fit over prescription glasses, so you can still see through your prescription glasses and you have protection around your eyes. Let's go over that one more time. Use safety glasses that wrap around the eyes or have side shields whenever there's a risk of flying objects entering the eyes. Whenever there's a risk for potential exposure to the eyes from splashes or hazardous liquids, you should wear goggles that are going to seal around the eyes. For all types of welding, a welding helmet, goggles, or shield equipped with the correct shade filter is required. Here's a few tips to protect your eyes. Turn containers away from your face when opening. Remove protective eyewear only after turning off the tool or completing the job you are doing. Replace cracked, pitted, or damaged goggles or glasses. Stop and relax the eyes if they are becoming strained. Be certain that protective eyewear is approved for the hazardous environment you are in. Keep sharp or pointed objects away from the face and eyes. So what kind of care and maintenance should you do for your eye protection? Well, first off, you want to make sure that your eye protection fits you properly. And before every time you use it, you're going to check for cracks, scratches, or damage. And if it does have something wrong, you're going to replace it. And when you're not wearing your eye protection, you want to store it in a clean environment. What should you do if you have an eye emergency? Well, first you should seek medical attention as soon as you can following an eye injury, especially if you have pain in the eye, blurred vision, or loss of vision. And there are some simple first aid steps you can do until you're able to get that medical assistance. And we'll go over those on the next few slides. So if you have some kind of small particle or dust in your eye, don't rub it. You want to try and lift that upper eyelid outward and down over the lower eyelid. This should cause natural tears to form and try to wash out whatever's in your eye. If that doesn't work, you should irrigate the eye with some artificial tear solution. If that particle or dust does not wash out, you should keep your eye closed and put a bandage lightly over it and then seek medical care. If you have been hit in the eye, you should gently apply a cold compress without putting pressure on the eye. A cold compress placed gently on the injured eye can reduce pain and swelling. In cases of severe pain or reduced vision, seek immediate medical care. First aid for chemicals in your eye is a little bit different. You're going to flush the eye immediately with water and do that for at least 15 minutes. If you're close to an eye wash station, you should go to it to flush your eye. If you're out somewhere that's not available, you can use a garden hose or use water from a clean container to flush your eye. If you're wearing contact lenses, you should remove them before you start flushing your eye, if that's possible. Do not try to neutralize the chemical in your eye with another substance. You don't want to put anything else in there. Do not bandage your eye. And you want to seek medical attention after you flush your eye. And you can always look at the safety data sheets or the label on the chemical. They're going to give you first aid instructions. Let's go over how to use an emergency eye wash. We have eye wash stations located at each plant. At Maumelle, White Oak, and 5 Mile, the eye wash is located on their chlorine docks. At Faulkner Lake, we have eye wash stations in several places. We have an eye wash station in the lab. The picture in the top right is the one from the lab. There's also one on the chlorine dock. The picture on the bottom right is that one. There's one in the Vacon Bay. The picture on the top left is of it. And there's also an eye wash station in the pump maintenance building. So if you have something in your eye, you need to go immediately to that eye wash and start flushing your eye. You may have to have help because you need to hold both of your eyelids open, and you want to flush your eye for at least 15 minutes, and then after that you need to seek medical attention. I have 5 fun facts about your eyes. The average person blinks around 12 times in a minute. Only a sixth of our eyeball is exposed to the outside world. Your eyes become tired when you read or stare at a computer screen. This is because you blink less often. A fingerprint has 40 unique characteristics, but an iris has 256. This is the reason why retina scans are increasingly being used for security purposes. Your eye is the fastest muscle in your body. That's how we get the phrase, in the blink of an eye. If you have any questions or comments, come see me in the lab building. My name is Mary Beth. I'll try to answer those for you, or you can call me at extension 104.